Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking all about Thailand and my experience. While I'm doing that, I'm going to be sipping on some wine. So I am drinking some rosé and I just bought this one. It's called Day Owl. It's a 2017. It's so cute. This is my second glass, so let me go ahead and take a sip. And it smells like rosé. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started on the video. So Austin and I went to Thailand, and we went to Thailand in the month of August in the year 2016. So that's when we went. We booked our flight. When we booked our flight, I don't know what happened. We did not look at the flight schedule correctly and we missed our flight. At that moment, I called Austin. I was like, we just missed our flight. I don't know how we didn't read it correctly. We thought we were leaving at 12 noon, but we had to leave at 12 midnight. So then we called the flight and they said that they have another flight the following day, which would be that morning. And we had to pay extra just to go the following day, which really sucked, but we were like, we need to go. We have all of this planned out. We have our other flight that we booked from Bangkok to Phuket as well. We just made it happen. We paid the extra money and we flew off that same day. We traveled about, I want to say roughly 15 hours. So we got to Bangkok and they had asked us, do you have a place to stay? We did not at the time, so they would not let us through until we had a place to stay. So we had to hurry up, look through Google and see if we can find a place to stay. And so we finally found one, and we confirmed with them that we have a place to stay, and we booked it really quick. We were so scared that we weren't going to be able to book it. After that, we went to exchange our funds, and so we had brought $500 each, so we went to go exchange them. We were a little scared about doing it there, but I thought it would be the safer place to do it than out like in the street, because I know they have some exchange places outside, and I just thought it was better. I believe at that time it was 17,000 baht. I might be a little bit wrong, but it was a lot. And I do want to let you guys know that Thailand was really cheap, except for our flight. Our flight was probably the most expensive, but it was definitely worth it. We got to our hotel and it was really nice, and the people were really nice there too. They had breakfast in the morning. It was just like a small room, so it was just like the bed and then the bathroom. So we stayed at Bangkok for that night, and then we stayed for 2 more days. And we booked a hotel near the main area of Bangkok. I really liked the hotel we had because they had AC. It was really hot, and it was about 20 minutes from our first hotel, so we just walked there. It was a 20-minute walk. It probably could have been like a 5-minute drive. There's like this main street in Bangkok. I can't remember the name of it, but if I do, I'll just insert it right here. And that street was literally just like a party street. Like, people would sell food, they would sell clothes, they would sell jewelry, anything you name it, they would be selling. This wine is so good. So before I forget, let me show you guys. So I collected these. So this was the king at the time. So this is like the money that they have. So at that time he was a king, but the following year after we went, he passed away. Not exactly sure how he passed away. It might have been old age. And so now his son is the king, and these are so cool. Like, our US dollars need to change it up, because look at how colorful these are. These are so pretty. It almost feels like fake money, but I think they're really cool. And so this is the 50 baht, and this is the 100 baht. And also another thing that we brought from there were these coins. I bought, kind of looks like a nickel, and then I think this is the same one, 5 baht, and then this is like a little bit like a penny size, and this is what is this? I don't know what this is. I can't tell. It's in a different language. Speaking of languages, there were a few words that we ended up learning throughout our journey there, like thank you, please, the main words. But because it's been such a long time, I totally forgot. I think it's like kampuka. There's kampuka, and I'm not saying it right, so don't judge, okay? So there's kampuka, and I can't remember the rest, but it was pretty cool. And then I think this is 2 baht. This is the heads, and then when you turn it over for the back, it's actually upside down, so you have to like turn it. That's some of the money I collected. Okay, so while we were there, we went on a tour. We went to go see some temples, and I think I have some clips and some pictures I will insert. Those are the places that we went, so the temples, and it was really cheap. I believe it was like probably like 20 cents for the whole temple tour. And they have these like tuk-tuks, and they're called tuk-tuks. If I have a clip of that, I will insert it. But the tuk-tuks, they're really cool. They're like kind of like bikes, but with like a seating in the back. It's a lot cheaper than a taxi, so people will take those instead and just go like 5 blocks down the street for like 5 cents. It's really cheap, and so those are really fun. We went by where the king and the queen live, like their whole palace and everything, and they have like soldiers out in the front guarding their home, so that was neat to see. As soon as we got to Phi Phi Island, and the people there that were helping us were really sweet, and we got a little bungalow. It was so cute. It was a little house, and we stayed there, and the guy that was helping us, he literally took our luggage, he put it on top of his shoulders, and you know, he took everything to our house, our little bungalow, and we obviously gave him a tip. That was really sweet of him to do. And at this island, they have bars and right next to the beach, so it's really nice. The only thing that sucks about it is that there's a lot of trash, and the ocean on that side looks so dirty. But once you go a little bit deeper into the ocean, it looks so clear and beautiful. And so we stayed there, I believe it was another 3 days, and we took a little tour on the boat that they have, and we went snorkeling, so that was really cool. And we got to see a lot of fish. If I do have clips of that, I will insert it now. There's another side of the island that we're able to visit, and so you literally go up the rope, down the bridge, and then downstairs, and then you go through the jungle, through these huge trees, and you finally like get this little narrow path that you have to go through. It's like filled with bushes and everything. Once you go out from there, all you see is like such a beautiful ocean with like the sun going down, and you're getting like this nice sunset. And it was so pretty, it was so hot, the water was fresh, it was clear, it was just beautiful. I love that part of the beach. It's starting to get a little bit foggy, and I can see the clouds hiding the sun, and so we're like, we need to go already. And as soon as we got to the stairs where you have to go up the stairs over the bridge and down the rope, it started raining, and so we had to like hurry up because then the waves were gonna, you know, come. We rushed all the way up, and we went down the rope, and it was so scary because like the rope is kind of a net type of rope, and so every time I would go down a step, my like leg would go through, and so I was like trying to hurry up that way our boat wouldn't leave us. But at the same time I was like freaking out because my leg kept getting stuck, and I was like really scared. But I finally made it down, and me and Austin like swam to the boat, and we got to the boat safely, and that's when we started hitting like really big waves. It was a little bit scary, but it was like coming and going, and it wasn't that far from where we were, so we made it back safe. But before that, we did stop at where the monkeys were, and so that was really cool that we stopped by the monkeys. We couldn't get close to the monkeys because they can react aggressive towards you. So I was a little scared about that, but other than that, it was really cool to see like monkeys like on the beach, and we were able to like give them a banana or something, just like toss it to them, they would go and grab it. We also saw a cave, which was pretty cool. At the same time, it was a little creepy, but it was cool for the most part. We get to the island, and we're dropped off there. We go and shower and get ready, and we go out to dinner. And once we go out to dinner, let me just tell you this, there were cats everywhere. You never see cats like, I would have never imagined seeing cats on an island, which is really weird, but we did. We saw cats everywhere. There are some, I mean, most of them look like stray cats, and they all look kind of like a little vicious. They're probably hungry, you know, always hunting for food, except for this. We go to a restaurant, and Austin at the time, I believe he got a pizza, and then I believe I got some noodles. Well, I would not recommend you ordering any type of like American food there, because their specialty is like Thai food. We went down to the beach, and So at the beach, like I stated before, they have bars surrounding like the beach area. And so we went to go for some drinks, and the bartender, he was super nice. He was like making us laugh, and he did speak English. I don't know if I mentioned this, I don't think I have, but most of the people that are Thai do speak English, and they also put on these shows. You do like limbo, you play all these games out there, which was cool. And then there is this guy throwing on a show with his like with the fire, and so he had like fires on the stick, and he was just tossing them up and down, which was really cool. After that night, we had one more day, and so for our last day, we did go to a different hotel because I believe we had only booked that first one for 2 nights. We went out to eat again. We also went for like a little jog in the morning, which was really nice because it was so quiet out, it was so peaceful. After a little jog, then we got a bit of souvenirs that we were wanting, and I do want to let you guys know that you can bargain when you're there. I bought like a Thailand towel and some cute keychains, and then I bought some other stuff, which is cool. And then we went to our boat to go back to Phuket. So we were there for 1 day, and we wanted to make the most out of it. And we weren't planning on doing anything at first, but we decided to because, you know, why not? We're already there. And so we went up to the front desk and we asked for a recommendation as far as like what to do. So she recommended us to go to an elephant sanctuary. And so I was really thrilled. And the sanctuary that I was wanting to go to was to bathe the elephants, like the baby elephants, and bathe them because I think it's the cutest thing ever. And then went to go see the elephants, and I realized that we had gotten into a different kind of sanctuary. You get to ride the elephants, and I noticed like the guy was really nice, like all the people were really nice to us, and the only thing I didn't like is that they would whip the elephants, and I honestly felt really bad. And the guys that control the elephants and train them, they literally sit on their head, and then they have their feet against their ears, like, and it was just really sad. It wasn't what I was hoping for. Maybe if I go back to Thailand, I definitely want to research a little bit more and see if there are different types of sanctuaries. You know, it was called a sanctuary, but honestly it didn't seem that way by the way they're treating them. And let's go ahead and just move on from the subject because it's really sad what they do to them. Moving on, after the whole elephant stuff, we decided to go to the mall. And so we looked up the closest mall and we decided to walk. It wasn't that far, it was probably like a 30-minute walk. And we wanted to explore it. On our walk, we did stop by a restaurant, we ate, and then we got closer to this wall art, which was so beautiful. There's flowers painted all across the wall. I'll insert a picture here. And as soon as we get to the mall, oh my gosh, I think it was like 5 or 7 floors. I do not remember. There are so many floors. That's probably the biggest mall I have ever been to. The biggest one I've been to the US is probably like 3 stories. And this one was Honestly, I do not remember how many floors there were. Some people had their own little stands that they would sell their own products or items. And we went to go use the restroom. Now, in the restroom, that is something totally different. I did not imagine this in the restroom. So I go into the stall. I see this like remote looking thing. It has the temperature for the air, has temperature for the water, has temperature for the seat. So it had temperatures for all of that. So basically you have your temperature for your little booty, and then you have the temperature for the water to spray up and clean in there. And that, and you can do, you know, cold, or hot water. And then it has the temperature for the air so it can dry. I was so surprised. I have never experienced that in my entire life. Let me just say, I had to try it. Once you're there, you know, you just gotta try it. I felt so clean. Like, I don't know, but us living in the United States, like having just a regular toilet with none of that, if they come and visit us, they're probably thinking we are so gross because, you know, they basically get a wash. That was an interesting experience I went through. I guess in the guys' restrooms they have kind of the same thing, but Austin did not try it. At least that's what he told me. I don't know, maybe he did try it and he didn't want to tell me. After that, we went to the movies. So they have 2 sections. So they have like just a regular seating, and then at the very top they have love seats, and we got the love seats. I think that was such a cool idea that they have love seats. Seats were honestly so comfortable. It was like watching a movie at your own house. You need to step it up with those love seats here in California. I think if we get some love seats in the movie theaters, our movie theaters is gonna be popping. Sip my wine, because as you can tell, I haven't drank much. So that was our little wonderful day at Phuket. Now, after that day, we fly over back to Bangkok. So this is probably, I believe we have 2 days left. Our first day of our last 2 days, we went to go get a foot massage. It was very wonderful. I would go back just for a foot massage. They really take care of you and they make you feel so relaxed, because after all that walking, you know, that 30-minute walk to that mall, and all the other walking, we definitely needed it. And so that was pretty much relaxing. We got some mimosas, so we drank some mimosas, which was nice. And we just had like a relaxing day. And one of the tips I do want to let you know, if you decide to go to Thailand, is definitely go, if you're wanting to get the street food that they have, you want to make sure that you go to where you see the most people. Because if you see someone selling food and there isn't anyone there, that doesn't look good. The last day we decided to get like a little resort. Now the resorts there were $50, so we each paid $25 for a resort. A resort here can be so expensive. We wanted some American food, and we were kind of getting homesick at that time, and so we found this Irish pub. Decided to go eat there, and it was so amazing. I got a sandwich, and we ended up talking to the owner, and he had stated he used to live in the United States, but he really liked Thailand, and so he decided to move to Thailand and grow his business there. And I thought that was really cool. If you're able to move to a whole different country, you know, props to you, because I would not be able to do it. Honestly, I would miss, you know, my family. I would miss the food. I mean, if you love Thailand food, I love Thailand food, but I was not able to. I was not able to that last day. I was like, I want some American food. Imagine going for like 10 days straight, just like eating noodles and, you know, rice and all of that. I want some Mexican food, girl. I want some burritos. So after that, we went to the mall, which was like literally across so after the mall, it started raining, so we went back to the resort and we kind of lounged around. All right, beautiful people, well, that sums up my whole little story of when I went to Thailand. If you have any questions about Thailand, if you're planning to go, just comment down below and I will try my best to answer them. Otherwise, don't forget to like and subscribe. I love you, beautiful people. Bye.